President Biden signed the bipartisan infrastructure bill into law today. It sets aside $1 trillion to upgrade infrastructure all across the country. WSAV's Chase Justice spoke with Georgia Senator Raphael Warnock about what this means for coastal Georgia, and he has tonight's economic impact report.
Well, this is what can happen when we push past politics and focus on the people.
Georgia Senator Reverend Raphael Warnock describes the signing of Monday's multi-billion-dollar bipartisan infrastructure bill as a huge step in the right direction, not just for coastal Georgia, but the state as a whole.
This bipartisan infrastructure bill is going to make once-in-a-generation investments that will strengthen our economy, help working families, and push us in the direction of creating a green energy future that's worthy of all of our children.
The bipartisan infrastructure bill, or the Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act, includes upgrades to roadways and bridges, improving Georgia's ports to help current supply chain delays, improvements to flood mitigation efforts, and expansions in rural broadband access across the state.
I'm grateful for this once-in-a-century investment in the future of broadband, in public transportation. We've got some $1.4 billion for public transportation in Georgia in this bill, $30 million just for Savannah alone.
Senator Warnock says some of these advancements can't come soon enough, especially making broadband internet more accessible. Currently, 10% of Georgians don't have internet service, while roughly 40% of the state only has access to one provider.
Broadband is now to the 21st century what electricity and electric lights were to the 20th century. You can't even farm without broadband. When you're talking about telehealth, when you're talking about the digital divide that separates poor children from children with some means.
Georgians can expect to start noticing some of these improvements in early 2022. In Savannah, Chase Justice, WSAV News 3, on your side.
The infrastructure bill also includes an amendment that moves Georgia closer to expanding Interstate I-14 from Augusta to Texas that will further connect schools and hospitals to more rural communities in Georgia.